Hey guys, I'm Josh.
It's Ash.
And this is a tour of our first Airbnb in Yucca Valley, but most people will know this as Joshua Tree area. So wait for a couple people to get situated. We'll do a quick tour of the front yard as people get tuned in. But this is, we have a nice U-shaped driveway here. Ash, what are your favorite? How about let's go closer?
Okay, let's go here.
Okay, Wi-Fi may not be working so well in the front.
We're gonna do an mesh extender or whatever.
Us figuring out exactly what is happening. We got a whole bunch of questions on Instagram too for last night, but let's since I can't go too far in the front yard, I guess you have to see that on another day.
We'll see the nice arch first.
But this is, if you guys have watched the June Motel on Netflix, they always ask for the coffee moment. Watch this. Right there, if you're sitting at the dining room table, ends up being the coffee moment. So, and then we'll make this. What's the plan for this, Ash?
Well, we're gonna remove all this tan bark and then lay some sand down. We're gonna pull up these beautiful rose bushes and replace them with some more desert-friendly plants. So something like cactus, maybe some agave. If anyone have any suggestions, feel free to let us know too.
Or do you have a plug on cactus? Because I'm realizing cactus is really expensive. Okay, so want to take us in, Ash?
Yep. All right, so here is our front door with our smart lock from Schleg. Not mad.
What should go first?
Let's do the rooms first.
Okay, yeah, because everyone wants to see what the kitchen looks like and all the other stuff.
So we're gonna start with the bathroom. Actually, this is the first bathroom.
This, by the way, maybe let's preface this with this tour. Is we bought a flip that was maybe like a little half-assed. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that we're still gonna do to this, but here we go.
So yeah, we're gonna do some magic in this bathroom. So we're gonna change out the mirrors. We're gonna change out the lights. We'll probably get rid of this medicine cabinet, and then our interior designer is gonna do her magic in here.
If you ever need a perfect eye level shower.
Oh yeah, it's actually my height. I'm 5'2". It's great.
Which this guest bath, this connects perfectly to the ensuite of the master bedroom.
We have 2 master bedrooms.
That works. Fan here for the electrician to install. I tried to, and that's a whole other story.
There's a video for that too.
So this house, while we're walking around, is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with two different bonus rooms. And so we're going to convert the second bonus room, which we'll show at the end, to a 4th bedroom. So this will be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. And this...
Get a nice view of the front yard.
This is, I guess, you can see...
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard it earlier, but the center part, this is the front yard. We're going to redo this too to make it really nice because it has some nice Joshua trees up in the middle of it. So...
Yeah, so that is bedroom number 2. We'll take you into bedroom number 3, which is the room that we're staying in right now. For the first 3 nights, we've been sleeping on an air mattress. And props to the Prego wife who was roughing it on an air mattress for 3 nights. And we finally, on the last 2 nights, got our Zionist green tea mattress in. We were trying to do an A/B test of the Amazon Vibe mattress, but that also didn't come in on time, so things move slower in the desert, but that's okay. So this is, I would say, this feels like one of the bigger of the rooms.
Yeah, it's a little bit wider.
Yeah,
for sure.
And there's 2 massive closets. This one, which we're gonna turn into an owner's closet.
Here's the other bathroom, double vanity. And then we're also gonna change these mirrors, add some sconces on the wall. And then bathtub. Nothing too special about that. We'll make it look a little cute too.
Yeah, we'll change some. We're going to manage it with a lot of learning. We are going to self-manage it, so there's a lot more steps. And if you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the question box. We'll get to it right after the tour. But now I guess the favorite part.
All right, favorite part. One of the favorite parts.
No, we'll save this for the end.
Okay.
Yeah, the bonus room for the end. Let's go for the kitchen and the living room-ish.
All right. So we got the dining area. So we're going to change up this light fixture as well to make it look a little bit more modern. in the open kitchen. You got Hannah on the ones and twos, or the stove, but.
If you can notice, one of the things that I hated about this one is that this stove is right up against this light switch.
And the wall.
And the wall. Like, who would make that? I just don't get it. So
we're gonna swap this stove area with the refrigerator. Put a refrigerator there, and then we're gonna put the stove here where Josh is standing.
I did say, I feel like MTV Cribs, you have to show what's in the fridge. In the comments, put what do you think's in the fridge as we get there. And I'm gonna turn the lights on so it's not so crazy dungeony. But if you guys can guess what's in the fridge, no one's guessing. Come on. All right, let's flip the camera. Classics. Budweiser, because we were trying to give it to the neighbors, okay? Cristal, yeah, I'm not that baller, you know, but I do have wine from work and some sparkling water and some Stella and eggs.
Let's see what we got in the freezer. Ice cream, of course. What else would there be? And then frozen veggies for, health.
And if you guys aren't eating milk and cookies, Ben & Jerry, you guys are missing out. Also, fun note, and I got this from my hard money lender, Nick Eiffel, in his Instagram stories, and forgot to do this, was take a pre-video of what was in that fridge.
Ooh.
So this fridge and some contents inside it that I probably used too much bleach and should have used a mask.
You showed me your nice cabinet pull.
Yes, cabinet pulls, because it didn't come with cabinet pulls. Ash, would you like to explain our couch layout?
Couch layout. So this is still TBD, but we were thinking a little couch with a chase here, facing this way with a TV mounted entertainment center, and then you got your 12 by 9 rug, area rug, and then I think we're gonna do some magic over here too. Console. Something here, and then some plants in the corner.
And then this is the last, a really funky door that actually we haven't decided if we were going to change this out or not.
Like a regular door, like swing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if you got any ideas, maybe a pocket door. That's expensive. Anyways, this one is we're gonna try and squeeze 2 queens in here, because heads and beds, you know. And last but not least on the tour, well, I guess not last but not least.
Second to last.
Second to last. This is the backyard. Big shout out first off to Jason and Jess and Becca and Francis, Ash's friend, for helping us clean up this backyard because it was disgusting.
We should post a picture of the previous picture, or the before.
Yes,
Yeah.
we definitely will. We, if you can see, first off, Jason and I, there was an ugly pergola right here that we demoed, and there's some extra wood that we took out and some ugly pavers. The floor is lava, by the way, so I'm just kidding. But the plan for this, Ash?
We're gonna do a fire pit right there. You can see the little rocks. And then we're gonna do pavers up into the middle. Over here on the left, we're gonna do a stock tank pool, or a cowboy tub is what they call it out here, I think. And then possibly a hot tub right here. Dining set. Maybe some lounge chairs here. And then a barbecue grill right there.
And then for those who are wondering about the fence, yes, chain link fence is not the jam. There is potential. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're going to do some horizontal wood slat fences on the side, and then an open cable net on the back, since all of this, like, okay, this house up here is some baller Airbnb.
Super nice. And they own all that land right there.
They own all of this land that goes all the way down here. But luckily, we don't have a back neighbor, so we're going to just keep this desert view open to the guests. Now for the last part, the mural wall.
The game room.
See this? I told you, this is the morning coffee moment. Once this light fixture gets fixed and all of that, can you see? Focus.
It's great.
My wife says this is the fun part. You know what? that, I don't know if digging out trees was the fun part, but here, let's use the game room this way. Sash, you can show us.
Oh, are you flipped? Okay.
I am flipped now.
So this is the game room. We're gonna have a couch there, a TV mounted there. We'll probably do something nice on this wall. And then our designer kind of suggested a little game space here so we can play games, maybe a table or a pool table or something like that. And then all of this will be framed by...
So this mural was a work in progress. Here, we'll go this way. It definitely took a while to figure out the design. Shout out to David, he did a great job. His Instagram name, maybe we'll put it somewhere eventually, but it's gonna be backwards for you guys.
David Gonzalez Silva.
But we'll use this as the backdrop, and we have a lot of awesome questions from everybody that we'll try and answer as many as we can from last night's stay. Phone. Magic! Alright, look at that. See, this is the Instagram moment. What?
Pose.
And there'll be so there's gonna be a pool table-ish. Imagine, you have cocktail in hand, playing pool in the desert. Thanks, guys. I'm glad that you guys like it. Okay, so we'll do one question. Well, there's a few questions. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. What's this first one? Any mindset tips for what you do differently going into the second deal or short-term rental?
Mindset, well, short-term rental, it's definitely not like a long-term rental. So there's a lot more work involved and it's an active business. So, not only the rehab part, but the furnishing part, finding your vendors, your cleaners, things like that. I think it was a lot more work than just a long-term rental.
Yeah.
So open mind to knowing that you're gonna put a lot more work in.
And I'd say for me, just on a scale, and I've been thinking about this, is a long-term rental, your first long-term rental seems like a mountain, but for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but this first short-term rental seems like an even bigger mountain than that first long-term rental did.
Maybe it's a different mountain, right? It's just it's all new stuff that I've been learning, so it's been great.
Yeah, it's different between making safe housing and luxury
fun,
hospitality.
Yeah, experience and all that stuff.
It's real estate plus hospitality. But good question. Next question. Let's see here.
Are you buying in Landers, Yucca, or 29 Palms? So we are in Yucca Valley, which is the main kind of residential area of Joshua Tree. So Yucca Valley's here, Joshua Tree is here, and then 29 Palms is here. So we're right next to Joshua Tree and about, 30 minutes away from the Joshua Tree Park entrance. So
yeah. Most people I think know, and I didn't even know until Vinci helped us out scoop the locations. So Vinci, congrats on Serenity, and thanks for all the tips. Stay in Yucca Valley. There's a lot more Joshua trees around Yucca Valley than there is in Joshua Tree, from what I've learned. Next question. Are you guys looking to develop new construction out there?
So we do have a contact for a new construction guy. We just haven't pulled the trigger yet because we want to get this one set up and going first. And that's kind of how I saw it. But
yeah, I mean, I think ultimately, if someone has a plug, I don't think we'd be opposed to exploring a plug. I think we get shiny object syndrome pretty quick. So, okay, next one. Ooh.
This is a partnership structure breakdown. I'll let you take that one.
Okay, so yes, we haven't completely finalized, or at least written it down and gotten it all approved by an attorney. And kind of on a baseline, we're 50-50 in, 50-50 out. And with the expectation of 2 properties, kind of. So for example, how we funded this house, or how we got the loan for it, was a second home loan, which you can have up to 1 house in a different market to be used as a vacation home. And most times you'll get 10% down, but you do have to pay mortgage insurance. And so I took the loan for this one. She is not on title yet. Neither is my wife. And the reason we did that is just so that she can then, later down the road, get her loan and her property, and we can split that one. So we can have 2 properties in 1 market. And so I took the loan, put the down in. She's gonna put in, and that cash to close, so that's a down payment plus all the closing costs, was about $48,000. So she'll put that much into a joint account to start for the seed money for rehab and furnishings, and then from there we'll start to put in the rest. And then as we make money, we just split 50-50, and we'll figure out exactly how much reserves you want to keep in hand. But that's that.
Yeah. And then I think you covered it pretty well, but other things would be identifying kind of like who takes what in the partnership. So, you know, we kind of delegate tasks to each other and things like that, so that we're not stepping on each other's toes, and it makes it a lot more efficient. Like, I definitely encourage partnerships, because if I did this by myself, I probably wouldn't have done it as fast as we did.
Yeah.
I mean, we just started looking for properties in, 2 months ago or something like that. And so we closed on it pretty fast, and we got things going pretty quickly.
So that one's a work in progress. The next one, was private money used for this? I mean, I guess it's our money, but no. This was just out of our pocket, purely on the fact that we just wanted income. The returns on this and how much we could potentially make per month on cash flow, because it is active, is way more. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Nick, I did go into the fridge and the whole story, how I was jealous about your awesome fridge finds. So, well, this one's fun. I'll give this one to you. So why Joshua Tree? Why not Smoky Mountains or any other market?
That's a great question. So we did look at the Smokies, but price point was way too high. Our criteria was at least 20% cash on cash, and a lot of the properties in the Smokies didn't hit that criteria, so that was an out. And then Joshua Tree definitely hit our criteria. 20% cash on cash was kind of like the main thing. And then what else was there? It's kind of local to us. We're in the Bay Area, and so it's easy to get down here if we need to do something. So it kind of gave us a little bit more comfort with that instead of having to travel all the way to Tennessee. That was kind of like why I chose it, but I don't know if you have any other thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that's why I chose Columbus too. Like, budget was first. Thinking on this one, if both are really, really hot markets right now. I know that Smokies is actually hotter than Joshua Tree. Yeah. For sure, and it has more visitation. But if you think about it, most cabins, I think right now, are between like 500 and 600, and houses in Joshua Tree area seem between like 3 and 4. Yeah,
trending up though. So like houses now at the 4 price point, you still have to do some rehab work on it. So the other thing I'll note is the Smokies. It is also a very short-term rental area, and so when you buy a property out there, they usually come furnished. So that was actually really exciting for me, but because the price point was still too high, it didn't work. Here, there are some properties that are coming as